The first fighter group is back in action! Welcome back to the channel, lads and ladies, and it's time to advocate for 1st FG Squadron. I don't know, are they recruiting? But they're back in action! And another thing, they have a Discord server that I'd like to share with you all. I'll put a link to their Discord in the description below. I talk with Joker every now and then. And that is Get Balanced Son in the game of War Thunder. He's looking to grow his server, and he's especially looking to attract other YouTubers to the server to share their content on his Discord server. So, if you're looking to get the word out on your own YouTube channel and be active in a community of cultured gentlemen, well, hey, it's whatever you want it to be. Go ahead and check it out. Anyway, this is Get Balanced Son. Oh, another thing. Romanian tech tree. Joker wanted me to mention the Romanian tech tree. I think it would be an awesome thing to see in War Thunder. I've seen a few really cool custom sort of special Romanian vehicles that could be in War Thunder soon, if that's what we want to happen, and I would love to see that. And what are we looking at now? Just absolute carnage, as you can tell. Already 8 kills, just absolute ridiculousness. Every time he shoots the gun, he's killing something here in the Hori production. I think it's the production, pretty sure. Anyway, he's producing some incredible results. Pushed forward at the tip of the spear, taking on the enemy, pushing them all the way back to their spawn, and now, of all things, being flanked by a potato truck that he's just straight up ignoring, or maybe incapable of dealing with. Who's to say? It sounds like we're hearing someone else's audio again, and that is just typical War Thunder. Potato truck finally makes it to his rear and takes him down. Soviet bias unstoppable. Now, flightsimtest in the thick of things. This is a fast firing video in Das Deutsches Volk G91 as he goes for typical high skill, low drag jet boy gameplay. We're talking defensive flying in the G91 now, and look at these beautiful moves. Flaps are out for Harambe, and he gets the reversal. A beautiful spray on his enemy, taking down his first target of the match for an incredible defensive flying kill. We could have watched this one for a while and relished the setup, but this is the way it is with jets. Fast-paced action, no mistakes forgiven as an enemy comes in. More fancy footwork, pulling up, can't quite catch that F-86 who had so much energy. More enemies on FST's tail. By the way, this sent in by flightsimtest. Another enemy, F-86, coming in, going for the rolling scissors, getting the dispersion shot, and getting slammed into by a horny teammate. Enemy aircraft goes down for 2 kills in an incredible, fast-paced match. Das Deutsches Volk G91, some fantastic defensive flying, and flightsimtest is no more. We'll fish him out of the water. We'll put him in a back-to tank for a couple of days and he'll be good as new. Anyway, now, PumaTato, at his request. I didn't forget about you, bud. Okay, well maybe, let's say I didn't forget about you, but I got distracted. So I do appreciate when you remind me that you sent me a really awesome replay, and I loved recording this one. I am a fan of the M6A1 cautiously. It has a great gun for a heavy tank of its battle rating. It has another gun that's not entirely useless sometimes, strapped right next to the good gun. This is, as Baron von Games would tell you way back in the day, before he got big and outgrew War Thunder. I miss him. But this is a baby mouse. And it sort of plays in a similar way. The armor, rounded, odd angles, not entirely useless. Reminds you of the turret of the mouse. The mobility, far better. The survivability, either fantastic or horrible. It's definitely a hit or mouse tank. And it is still available in the regular tech trees of War Thunder. So there's one area where it departs from that fantastic German super heavy tanks legacy. In any event, where's our mouse event, by the way? Gaijin, you said it was going to happen regularly but not frequently. Well, I want it to happen. I want to see people getting excited about the mouse again. I don't like that it was taken out of the regular tech tree. I don't agree with the reasons, and well, that I don't want people to forget. If I was removed from the game, I wouldn't want people to forget me either. PumaTato, spreading some freedom and democracy, some openness in government, and some high explosive armor-piercing rounds into enemy vehicles with the M6A1. It has a lot going for it, and it has a lot of machine guns going. One of the things that I just noticed about this tank is that unlike other vehicles that have hull-mounted machine guns, the hull MGs will fire even when they're not lined up with the target reticle. So that is kind of cool, I think. I like it. I think I like it. It's kind of cool. Anyway, what am I doing today? I am just all over the place. But this is a fast-paced, action-packed video, bouncing 2 shots here. The French, what is that? FL10? FL11? FL11, I think, is not a bad scout vehicle with almost 100 millimeters of penetration for its main armor-piercing round, and yet the armor of M6A1 was sufficient to bounce 2 shots. That's something that can happen. This is a really odd heavy tank. It has overlapping armor that's highly effective on its turret, but gaps in the armor where even lower ranked vehicles can punch right through. The hull cheeks on this tank are not sufficient to be effective when you're angling your hull, and at the same time you have this cast rounded armor on the front that can be effective if you angle it and has some overlapping, and yet same deal as the turret. There's spots where the armor is just very thin, and it's a strange mix of strengths and weaknesses in every aspect of this tank. Incredibly strong engine, but the design of the tracks makes it have less maneuverability. The gun, very capable of taking down enemy vehicles. The 76, very capable at destroying enemy tanks at its battle rating and above. The 37, not entirely useless, and yet you don't have quite as much survivability as you would normally want in a heavy tank, and that really makes this feel like just a very strange medium. I don't even know how to describe it. There's really nothing like the M6A1, and it's hard to put it into a box, because you'll have matches where you do incredibly well, where you bounce shots and survive hits like you see Puma doing here, and where the 76 can... Guppy, stop that please, that's annoying. And where the 76 can deal with enemies. Or is your tablet dead? Yeah, it's dead. And there you see, sometimes you'll be facing KVs and you'll just bounce, other times you'll punch right through their weak spots. And one of the things that I was doing while I was watching Puma play this game, as I was thinking about how I would have prioritized my targets here, you can see that he's just facing down wave after wave of enemies in these close quarters, and the armor slash survivability of the M6 actually came through for him. I think this is a tank that can do a lot better against the Soviets, barring the T-34-57 because they tend to have a little bit lower penetration and a little bit more armor, putting them on an even keel facing off against the M6, but giving the M6 the advantage in gun stability and overall punching power. And that's something that an experienced tanker can very much take advantage of. And again, similar to the mouse, wow, the 37 I think actually went through the machine gun port on that T-34 and took down the relief driver, the 76, punching through the upper front plate to finish off the vehicle. Nicely done. I think that the M6A1 is a lot like the mouse in its playstyle as well, that an experienced player can really make it sing. Puma doing very well here. And if you're not used to the vehicle, and if you don't adjust your strategies for it, it'll probably be hit or miss. It is nice when it hits though. In any event, I'm glad you guys joined me for this one, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Feel free to send in your own replays. You can see that I'm doubling, tripling up on them to try and get everybody as much exposure as possible, and I'm loving what I see. I've been working on the Swedish aircraft tree recently, and I'll try and share some of that with you all, and the best place to catch all of my stuff and to get a hold of me is on the Discord. Link to my Discord in the description below. Catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.